that means it's time for another episode of Marcus and the Man Cave with your boy Marcus. And as always, his beautiful, amazing, wonderful, just all around great individual, Miss Janelle Mayfield. How are you?
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hey, uh, we're back. We're back on not on our usual day, but we're back nonetheless, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. We got coming back to us, Miss Jasmine. How you doing, Jasmine?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're good. We're good, and we have a special guest. She's a wonderful person that I actually met through this podcast. Actually, she's been a listener. She's followed us, been there every week to comment and contribute. So I thought, what better way to reward such loyalty than to have them on the show tonight? Everybody, give it up for Miss Lula.
Hi.
All right, so it's great to have everybody here and watching tonight. And so, why don't we just get right into it? We're gonna do a little bit of talking. Let's go ahead and ask what we did this weekend since it was Halloween, and see if anybody really did anything much. Janelle, did you get into anything?
No.
No.
I dressed Zaire up as Adam Gomez at the last minute, and then came over. We went to bed. Like we really didn't do much. It was very nice.
Okay.
I'll do better next year. Next year we're going all out. Just wait.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Lula, did you do anything for Halloween or anything like that, or did you just chill?
I pretty much chilled most of the weekend. Friday, I did do something with the gym that I go to. It's a kickboxing gym. Kind of whack. But they had a Halloween party for us, and that was pretty much it. I didn't do anything. Oh, I did trick or treat with my nephew, but that was kind of torture.
Oh,
That's it.
why?
Torture.
It
Why
was
was it
too
torture?
many. It was too many kids in the neighborhood, and like
Kids.
I
Kids
became
are
the
annoying.
person that was watching everybody's kids, and I'm like, I got one nephew here. Like I'm done. But it was okay though. It was literally like 15 kids. I'm
Oh
not kidding.
no.
Like
Oh,
literally, I was
I'm
like
so
keeping up
sorry.
with 15 kids.
Ugh.
But yeah, that's it.
Oh man. Jasmine.
I had my niece and my nephew. Won't be doing that again for a while. And also found out that I am old. 31 gave me a month to live my life. And then literally past couple of days, it was like, gotcha, bitch.
Jasmine.
I'm just saying, cause yeah, my knee just said, forget everything that you're doing and
Lord.
everything that you want to do. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I didn't do anything. I felt bad. Like I was like, this, Halloween with COVID and everything. I was like, what? I don't know if I want kids coming up to my door and all that stuff. Even though I'm fully vaccinated and whatnot. But then at the last minute, I was like, man, let me buy these kids some candy, everything.
Oh.
So I bought all this candy, and not a daggone kid came to my door. So all the kids in my neighborhood are dusty grapes this week. All of y'all are dusty grapes. Your parents is dusty grapes for not bringing you over here. Like, it was crazy. Me and my neighbor my neighbor's an 80-year-old white guy, and he's just the coolest dude ever. But he was just like, you mean I bought all this for nothing? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So then he tried to put all his candy on my doorstep. He said, well, I'm not going to eat it. I don't even have the teeth to eat it. And I was like, all right. So now I got all his candy. And so I'm like trying to get rid of it. But
Send it my way. Put
uh,
it in the mail.
yeah, so I got to get rid of this candy. But other than that, everybody, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I know it's not a normal night, but I'm glad that you're here because tonight's our season finale. We're going to take a little hiatus after tonight's episode, just, to revamp a little bit, keep bringing y'all the best show that we possibly can. And the holidays are coming up. So, during that time, I know I need a reset. Everybody needs a reset. Time to spend time with their families. Regardless if you know or not, podcasting is not really easy. It's like having another job on top of the job that you already have. So every now and then, I think it's good, just like you take a vacation from your regular 9 to 5, that you take a vacation from these things too. I'm pretty confident that we'll be back. But I do need this time personally, and I appreciate you all understanding. The fan page will still be there though, so I will still be pumping stuff through the fan page and whatnot. So we'll still be having that interaction because I'm not gonna stay away from the Man Cave family for too long. With that being said, tonight y'all have to stay tuned because we're gonna announce our Halloween costume winner, and that winner, if they're watching tonight, I'm gonna get your information because you won a $20 Visa gift card to use however you please. So yeah, you can't buy Bitcoin with it; it's not enough, but you might get something else, you know. So, we got some comments. We got we got John. What's up? What up, John? Nice to see you. Phoebe says ship it to Maryland. Yes. Okay. Got it. I'll try.
Hey, Phoebes.
I'll try. So let's talk about, for an icebreaker, a little bit of an icebreaker. Let's talk about some fun holiday memories we have since the holidays are coming up. I was walking through the mall, and now I'm petrified to walk through the mall right now, Janelle. Like petrified, because it's gonna happen, and I know it is, and I'm terrified. What? You know what? It's gonna happen. That damn piano's gonna start. And if I hear it,
why do y'all hate Mariah Carey?
because she's thawing out right now. Like she's fully thawed out.
What do you mean thawing out? She already is on the top 200 Billboard right now.
That's fine.
Already.
Someone put her out. I think someone sits her out every July, and she starts thawing out.
I love it.
I love
we
it.
put our stuff out already. Trevor pulled out the tree before the show started.
No.
It's lit.
No, it's not.
Listen,
lit.
I'm looking
We
for
like to
trees
eat.
now, especially since I have a house. I am putting up a tree.
I put up a tree, but can we get to Thanksgiving? It's like Thanksgiving doesn't exist anymore. It's like Halloween,
No.
Christmas.
Yes.
No. I
feel
the
like
way
putting up
that
the
I
tree.
was go.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I know she's gonna say it.
No, I just put up a tree like during Thanksgiving time.
Oh.
Not before.
Because
that.
you're a good person. That's why. Because you're a good person.
Can I explain why
I mean, I'm
do
not saying you
that?
can't start.
No,
Christmas
don't back
shopping,
off
but,
it.
like,
Don't back off it now. You said what you said.
No, I have a reason for why I do this.
Why?
I was brought up to where we always have like the Christmas stuff out while we're eating Thanksgiving. So you have the
Yeah.
music and the lights,
Yeah.
but we do it like beforehand.
And the
So it's all
poinsettias.
done.
Yeah.
And also like we put out a lot of decorations. So I'd rather get it done now than later.
Okay. That's fine. But anyway, it's that holiday time. I got a comment from Kent. He says, peace. Kent Singletary, nice to have you. Toya. Hey, Toya. She says, when I was in retail and hearing it on repeat for 4 hours a day, I hated Mariah. Now that it's not some form of psychological torture, I love it. Exactly. I just can't. It's like every channel you turn to is just going to be on. And if the Temptations have not said in my mind, it's not Christmas to me yet. So we're going to go around. We'll start with Janelle. Janelle, what was your best holiday memory? Hey, Michael, love you too, man. It's good to see you here for the season finale. I appreciate you being here. Janelle, what was your favorite like holiday memory or worst holiday memory?
My favorite one was 2012. My mom bought me a dog for Christmas, and then I went back and bought her my dog's twin sister. We surprised her, and there's like a whole video on YouTube. Remember that? She like freaked out. We surprised my mom is really hard, and she freaked out. It was great. Worst memory? I don't think I have a bad memory of a holiday. Yes, I do. Remember I told y'all that story about. Did I tell y'all that story about when like I got that promise ring? I did tell that story on here.
Tell us now.
that was from the holidays.
Well, I didn't hear it, Janelle, so go ahead and tell it.
I thought I told it on here. Okay, I was dating someone for a very long time. I thought they were going to propose. It was about time. It was holiday time. They took me to a beautiful restaurant, had me all dressed up. They had the restaurant people all in on it, and he offered me a promise ring. And I threw it at him. I threw a chair, and I walked out. And it was snowing. That's it.
That's
Well, it's okay because we've grown. I hope.
Okay.
And it wasn't Trevor, clearly. So
It wasn't.
You kept that one.
We still need to have proof of life of Trevor because she be saying Trevor and looking over there, but we never see him, so she could be fooling us all. But it's fine. She says he's alive, y'all. So he's alive. Toya said, "A promise ring, sir. Fight me."
No, girl, square up. Like, have you lost your mind? I had to, and I left him at the restaurant. Just to let y'all know, he had to get his own way home.
Oh no.
Yep.
I had a girl cry on me at Red Lobster one time, but that's another story. Yeah. Well,
Wait.
let me tell this
Tell
story,
the
and then we're gonna get to
story.
Lula. We're gonna get to Lula. We're gonna get to her,
take your
but
time.
look. So there was this girl. We went to the same high school, and I ended up getting stationed in Maryland, and I had told her, like, she could come up, we could hang for a bit, but it was not gonna be anything more than that. Like, it was not gonna be anything more than that. And she came up, she came in the crib, we hung out a little bit. We said we are gonna go to dinner. We went to Red Lobster, and she tried, to shoot the shot again, and I was like, no. So she starts breaking down at the table. Like, I mean, like, breaking down. So I got people looking from different booths at me like, you just, you done tore it up. Oh, but before she started crying, the waitress, she tried to say the waitress was hitting on me, to which it was ridiculous. Like, it was really bad. But she starts crying, like, boo-hooing, and my dumb self let her drive. So I had to wait for her to be ready to drive to go home.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, yep.
Until you accept me.
Exactly.
Take me back.
So,
Marcus, you know what that is? She tried to manipulate you into being with her.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. And yes, Toya, she cried on the Cheddar Bay biscuits. And so, so,
Guys are those biscuits.
so we finally leave there. Like, people were mean mugging me. Like, I had abused this girl. Like, she was making me look bad. We get to the house. She's sitting on the couch. It's like, why don't you want me? And I was like, look, it's just not gonna work between us. We're not that type of people. We just need to go our separate ways. She walks out the house. I walk back upstairs. She comes back with an overnight bag. I'm like, no, this is not happening. I was like, what are you doing? So she was like, well, I'm not leaving. So I was like, so she sat on my chair, and I took her bag and I threw it outside. And I was like, you need to leave, like, because I'm not doing this. You need to go. Like,
now we gotta fight.
Because this is getting bad. Like, you're
Now we
crying.
gotta
Yeah.
My neighbors
Like-
are outside. Like, you need to go. So she goes. So I'm like, okay, cool. I slam my door, lock it. I go upstairs. I'm relaxing. I get a text message. And she's like, I'm still outside if you change your mind. She in the visitor's parking space, just still chilling. Like, 2
That's
hours
already a
later.
red flag if you're trying that hard.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta read signs.
So
like,
yeah, 2 hours
no.
later, she's still in the visitor's parking lot. Like, she was like, you don't mean that. I was like, I mean everything I said. You need to go. So yeah, she finally left, but that was a long story. Sorry about that. Lula, what is your favorite holiday memory or your worst?
I don't think I have a worst that I can think of off top, so clearly it's not that bad. But my favorite was like 2 years ago. My nephew Rafi, he was like 6 or 7, and then I have a nephew Josie. We all, like, the older crowd got together and hung out and like had drinks and stuff like that the night before, and then we like put all the gifts out and stuff like that. We decided to celebrate it together. So the next morning, that night before, we were a little too lit. We wrote a Santa note, like from Santa and stuff. We baked cookies and like left like cookie crumbs everywhere and like a half glass of milk or whatever. And the next morning, of course, the 2-year-old was like, we thought he was going to be more excited. And he was just like, very much unbothered. He's like, where is my my cartoons and all this other stuff? And Rafi was like at that age where he's like, is Santa real? Like, is this real or not? Like, so the whole time we're like cracking up, like all of us still like hung over the next morning. And he's like opening up his presents. He's like, no, really, did Santa really come here? And we're like, yeah, like he wrote the note for you. And like we still talk about it to this day. And he's like,
That's so cute.
I know, because he's still confused a little bit. So I'm like, and he's 9. He's so real, like. But it's one of my best memories because it's like we laughed so hard because we were drunk as ever, and we're like, you should know, like, this ain't real. But that's mine. I don't have any bad ones. Like, I feel like all my holiday memories are good.
That's good. Jasmine.
So, okay, I can't think of a specific good one, but I know the Christmas isn't Christmas unless I wake up and my dad is playing Luther Vandross' Christmas CD. It has always been that way in my 31 years of life. I have never had a Christmas without Luther Vandross. Worst memory though, this is like ingrained in my mind. I don't know if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving, but we were at my auntie Cora's house, and of course, Black families, there's at some point there's chitlins. Yeah, I don't do them. But I grew up in Michigan, so during that time of the holidays, it's snow on the ground. So the kids, we can't go outside and play at night because it's freezing. And so we are all in the basement. It's pretty warm in there because they always had the heat on blast. But my uncle just had the brightest idea to warm up his chitlins in the microwave.
Oh my God.
The entire house smelled like
I'm so sorry.
ass.
I'm so sorry.
We were so upset.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I can only imagine how that
Oh.
smells.
Oh my God. That's disgusting.
Oh,
To this day, I cannot get that out of my
Oh my
mind. Because
God.
I'm like, what possessed you to do that? Why did you think that was a good idea? Like, they
Nothing
already
holy.
smell really bad.
yeah.
And then you put them in the microwave.
You nuclear.
Yeah.
Like,
You made this
in
sound
this
nuclear.
hot house with all these Black people.
Ugh.
That was a mistake.
Did he
A mistake.
apologize?
Nah. Oh man.
Absolutely not.
Let me read some of these comments, y'all. Izzy. First of all, so season finale. So I got to talk about Izzy. Izzy, dear soul, just a good dude, just a really good dude. Izzy says milestone follower. Yeah. He got banned from Facebook because of this show. True. I wish y'all were there for that episode. Hilarious. But he said that he's blessed to finally be able to make one of these shows to catch an episode, and he's the one who wrote the theme song for the show. So if y'all be feeling the intro and whatnot, that's that guy. So round of applause for him. It really takes a village, and luckily at Howard I met some really great people, and you're one of them. Regina says that I must be the man. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. But
Go to 2-2, Marcus. 2 to boot it, sir.
But anyway, y'all know. Let's see. We got an old girl was doing a lot. Yeah, she was. She definitely was. I should have done a whole series on my run-ins with her because they're just crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
I should have. They're crazy. That was like a mild incident. Toya says, "Old girl sounds good and crazy." Phoebe says, "Let me make sure I don't spill the beans to Rafi then." Regina says, "She was doing the most. Don't let a man tell you twice he don't want you." Ooh.
Come on.
Ooh.
That's a word.
Listen,
That's
Auntie
right.
Gina be
Yeah.
dropping gems, okay? Dropping
Yeah.
gems.
Okay.
Ooh, come on now.
Sam says, "Leave Rafi
That's
cookies
gonna be
again
goosebumps.
this year and see what he does." And then,
I'm gonna do it.
actually,
Please
no, I
do.
want y'all to do that right
I'm
now.
gonna do it, Sam.
We
I
got-
will tell all y'all what happened over Christmas.
Please
got-
do. I'm so curious.
I know we got a show to get to, y'all, but I want to do this now. What's y'all favorite Christmas song? Like, just because we're on the topic of holidays, what is the one song to y'all? People in the comments tell me. What is the one song that just means Christmas? Like, when you hear it, you're automatically in the Christmas spirit. Like, what is it? Janelle, what is it for you?
In my mind.
There it is. There it is.
That's it.
I want you to be free. Go
Y'all are
ahead.
gonna be so mad at mine.
What?
A few of my favorite things.
Ugh.
Why would you be mad at that? I like that.
Whose
song.
version? Whose
Look at
version?
Marcus.
Whose version?
Yeah,
Um,
whose version?
Whose version?
Huh?
Whoever plays on the saxophone.
You said
Whoever the classical version. That's not anyone singing.
Oh,
just the
oh,
instrumentals.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know.
I
What you're
literally have like a whole vivid picture of like a Christmas tree, a fireplace, like stockings. I just hear that song. Yeah, that. Say it in my mind again. Say it.
in my mind.
Thank you.
Gotta shake your
I
head
don't
with
have
it.
a favorite.
That's how you gotta do it though. Like
I know.
you gotta take that breath real quick and be
Kent says rip, but DMX singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's legit.
That is
legit.
my dad's favorite. I kid you not. He will pull it up on
Oh
YouTube every
man,
Christmas.
rest in
Okay.
peace, DMX.
See, Sam, no. Mariah
You did
Carey,
this on
All I Want
purpose.
for Christmas is you.
Yes,
You did this
Sam.
on purpose. You're a hater.
No.
That woman, let me not be rude, will be Christmas forever.
Ever.
150 years from now, 150,000 years from now, they will still play this song.
Yeah.
Her
that's
bones will
good.
have withered in the ground, and she will still be rich.
Her voice is
Like,
already withering there, so I mean, her bones can join it.
Listen, all
anytime
she gotta do is lip sync. That's it. Mariah knows
Yeah.
She
paid
can't
her
even do
dues.
that right. Remember, what was it? Two
Well, with a
New
voice
years?
like that, she's not meant to be able to sing for a long time.
No, she's not.
Mm.
I mean,
So she could stop trying. But
let's see. Someone said they didn't. Said I didn't know you were traumatized by that, Jasmine. The
That's my mom. Yes, yeah. I was traumatized.
Oh, that's
Mom.
how could
that's
you
mama.
not be?
Oh, hey, mom.
Yeah, that's my
How
mom.
could you not be traumatized by that?
Exactly, like the
I'm
smell.
traumatized.
Like,
Don't Come from
Yeah.
Mariah. This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. Can I say that
mhm,
I absolutely do not like Chris Brown's version of that song. I just don't. I don't.
Jasmine, leave it. Just leave it.
that
I
and
like everything Chris Brown though. Like
Just leave it.
I don't like that, and I don't
No,
like Try
I
a Little
love Chris
Tenderness by
Brown.
him
Jasmine,
at all.
leave it. Just leave it, Jasmine.
I'm sorry.
Just leave it. Just leave
You
it.
can
Jasmine.
exit Lester
Let's get into the show. Let's
Uh-huh.
let's
I
get
love
into the
Chris
show.
Brown.
because he did a really good job.
He did.
Mm.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
How dare
But
you?
y'all
How
keep them
dare
coming.
you?
Keep telling us. Keep telling us what your favorite song is. But we're gonna get into the show.
Oh.
Jasmine, you got our little Will Smith talk for the day, because y'all know we got to talk about them.
So, okay, y'all know he is coming out with his memoir or whatever. So, but it's a lot of stories that's coming out about it. I've been ignoring a lot of them. You know, the whole I fell in love with my co-star, and the only ones that I really paid attention to were the ones where he was talking about how he almost committed suicide, and the one where he talked about how he once thought about killing his father. And so I did read a little bit of it, but of course we would have to read the book to see the whole thing. But basically, you know, we've heard about the stories about his father really being terrible to him, terrible to his mother, beating the both of them. And he was basically saying that when he was taking care of him while he had cancer, he was rolling him down the hallway to take him to the bathroom. And he stopped at the top of the stairs and just thought to himself that I could toss him off these stairs and no one would believe that I killed my father because I'm Will Smith. Like, and the 911 call would be like Academy Award winning acting. Like, nobody would know. Nobody would care. But that's how he felt, because he felt like he wanted to avenge his younger self and avenge his mother. Because back then he said, I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't big enough to really defend me or my mother. And now all of this is coming around where I have to take care of the same man who caused all this trauma in my life. And I just thought that was crazy. I thought it was interesting because it's like we put celebrities on these pedestals and we don't believe that anything has truly gone bad in their lives, because all we see is who they are now and who they are as a successful person. We don't know what they've gone through. And I mean, now we always say Will and Jada are too open about things, but in this sense, I am glad that he's open about the trauma that he has gone through, because it shows, one, that celebrities are human, and people, to get to where they are, they have to overcome some things. We just never know exactly what it is. But I felt for him. I'm like, dang, that's tough, yo. Fix your face, Janelle. But yeah, I just brought that up because I just felt like that was
before we let everybody comment on that. I got some people who are on my page. Ra, hey Ra, hey girl.
Hey, girl.
Hope the baby's
Hey,
doing
baby.
well. Hope everything's going great. Amira says, "Let it snow."
By Boyz
Yeah.
II Men
Yes.
and any
with
song
Brian
from the
McKnight.
Preacher's Wife's soundtrack. So, okay.
Yes, come on now. That's a
Okay.
good one.
Uh,
That stays in
Hey
rotation.
Ginger.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we got that one. Phoebe says walking around the Christmas tree. We're gonna fight over the radio, but that's fine. All right.
You're so corny, Phoebe.
So Janelle,
I just realized what song this is.
she talking about the walking around the Chris. Are we talking about that one? Because I thought it was rocking around the Christmas tree for one.
It is
Isn't it rocking around the Christmas tree?
It's rocking. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
I sat here and just said that too. I was like, walking around. That don't even sound. But
We knew.
that's all right. Go
We
ahead,
knew.
girl.
Oh,
We knew
yeah.
what you were talking about. We knew what you're talking about.
He's
That was so
crazy,
funny.
Phoebe.
We know what you're talking about. But Toya says yes for the Preacher's Wife. I love Denzel at
Girl.
like age 5 because
In
of that
love.
movie.
Marrying him at 4.5 years old. Don't play with me. Okay? Denzel was
19
my
people. 19 people in the cast today. We love it. Lula. How do you feel about what Will Smith said? Do you think that he's being a little too open on it? And like, what are your viewpoints on it?
I think, well, definitely too open on it. I don't think that you should share those kind of thoughts. Like, that's a little extreme. I mean, I get that you have those feelings, but maybe that's something you talk about with a therapist, not in your book, you know? Sorry, y'all. My dog's barking. But, yeah, like, I think it's a little too much. But, I mean, it's nice that he's honest, but it's like, how much are you going to be honest with the public? Like, I feel like you shouldn't talk that much. That's it.
It's a lot.
Janelle.
Yeah, it's too much. It's just too much. Like, we don't need to know all that. Like, I know that's personal feelings, but that's personal. Like, don't tell me. I don't need to know that. Now I'm judging you as not the actor. I'm judging you as a person. Like, you was about to throw your dad down the stairs, you know? Like, sorry, not really. It's not funny at all. But I'm just saying, like, no, I think those things. Like, no, you should not do that. Like, no, you're wrong. Sorry.
She said you was gonna throw your daddy down the stairs.
It's crazy.
Janelle.
First, I don't like when people profit off of trauma. That doesn't sit well with me. Because you're like giving little teasers about this, and you know that because of this, people are going to spend the money in a pandemic. We're still in a pandemic. We're still in a financial crisis. People are going to still spend the money to read your book to get to know more about your business. It's not really that people like are sorry for him. People are just nosy and they want to know his business. So that's my first thing. Second, I just feel like at what point can we stop talking about traumas? Like, people are traumatized. We understand that. We are all going through it. But boo-boo, I'm broke compared to you, okay? If you want to talk about trauma for real, like, I am a poor compared to you. And you want me to sit here, spend my money, read your book, and feel sorry for you. You come over here and feel sorry for me and give me $1 million. If that's the case. Like, it is very hard for me to constantly just be feeling sorry for celebrities. And I'm like, it's horrific, but get those shit together. Like, just get it together. I gotta do it. I gotta go through therapy sometimes. I gotta go through my rough patches, and I have certain people that I talk to, but I ain't getting paid from it. It's just trauma is so popular and trendy right now. It's hard for me to decipher who's being genuine and who just wants a coin. And that's it.
That's true. Yeah, we got to put into context that he is writing a book right now, but I really just feel like I feel like it's almost like a who can say the most controversial thing between him and Jada now. It's like, oh, you said this last week. Let me say this week. Let me say that. Like, he has another comment saying that he fell in love while on the set of a movie and he was longing to see Margot Robbie, boy. It was Margot Robbie. They were all up on each
I don't know
other.
who that is.
The girl who played
she's in so many movies with him.
Yeah, Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad. She was in the movie Focus. She was the chicken.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
That's why he ain't in Suicide Squad no more.
Jada went right up to that studio. Was like, get him out, and that was it. Out.
But did she really? Because she was laid up under. Never mind.
No,
she was under August at the time, wasn't she?
Under who? Hold on, wait. She was laid up under who?
August Alsina.
The China. But this is. Can we just make a disclaimer that this is really not marriage, y'all? Like, what they're going through, because I know a lot of people like idolize these marriages and stuff. that's not normal. That's a weird mess, and that is not normal. Like, just to say that, it's crazy.
But see, like, and that's another thing. Like, people, I've never understood why people idolize marriages, because, like, you never know what's going on in the back. That's why you never wish for what someone else has, because one, you don't know how they got it, and you don't know what they're going through now that they have it. Like, that's true. I will never, ever, ever pray for someone else's relationship. I may pray for certain aspects. Like, I'll pray for the support. But I won't pray for, I want a relationship like Will and Jada, because absolutely the F
crackheadism. That's
okay.
No.
No.
We got some comments.
I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna leave that where that is.
Why?
No, because
say it. It's a season finale.
I just feel like
you definitely need to say it.
I just feel like I'm disappointed in Will Smith. I'm just disappointed because of all the, like, he does post a lot of positivity. Like, he does post a lot of positivity, a lot of stuff like overcoming fears, overcoming these things and everything. Like, you gotta be impressed by him for the sheer fact that he was not an actor. Like, this man was a rapper before anything. Like,
I'm glad he stopped.
IRS came
for the record.
I like
man. For
the record,
we'll speak later.
Summertime. Don't act like
this is. But like,
summertime is not a jam.
He's doing good as an actor.
Get jiggy with it. Na, 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 na.
Listen, I enjoy Will I Am.
Camera off.
Millennium. Don't play. I enjoy Will Smith as a rapper. It was corny, but it was great for me.
Yeah, very corny. I don't mind corny, but like, don't say that's your profession. Like,
he got the first rap Grammy. He can say it's his profession. He got the first.
No, he just went downhill early. Like, Summertime Will was great.
Yeah, he had to be mainstream. He had to be mainstream. But what I was trying to say is that, no,
my bad.
I'm glad y'all had that exchange. But he went from that to being an actor that nobody thought was going to be nothing but a big budget film, like, you know, blockbuster, you know, big explosions, everything, to a very dynamic actor, like with range and with talents that like rival some of the best. He shouldn't be in movies with his kids anymore, but other than that, like, he's other than that, he should that. So I love that about him, but this stuff is really tarnishing him for me. Like, it's really looking bad, and it's making him look dim. And you can say perhaps he's sharing to help somebody else. He done shared enough. Shut up.
I have a question.
What's your question?
To play devil's advocate. What if in this moment Will Smith is feeling insecure and feels like he needs to overshare because he is competing with his wife, which I know it sounds wild, but I've literally witnessed something like this with a married couple who they would compete over everything. Every word that was said, every move that was made was a competition.
Go cry into your money and shut up.
I feel like, you should not be doing that. Like, period. I feel like silence is way better than anything.
Amen.
Like, he's making it worse. Like, I already had an image in my head of what, like, Will Smith was. Like, I wasn't thinking even in a, like, inappropriate way or whatever. Like, now, even if Jada's talking like this, like, you talking back is like as if you're trying to defend yourself in a way. Not talking back to that specific situation, but, like, just be quiet. Like, be quiet. Put your movies out. Put your songs out, I guess. Like, if you want to.
He ain't doing music
like,
no more.
But the movies will do it for me, you know. But, like, do that and, like, be done. Like, don't even talk like that. Or your book, like, talk about your accomplishments or whatever else. You don't have to talk about all this stuff. Like, now I'm like, I have an image of you that I don't want to know. You know, like, stop.
Let me read these comments and then we'll get on to the
this is a good one.
topic of the night. But that's good. I like what you said. But
Shannon, girl.
Shannon's here. We'll get to you. But Toya said Will had Summertime and that's it. I wouldn't say that.
Wild Wild West.
No. All right, we're getting off the subject because this is
get jiggy with it. Like, come on now.
Miami. He had Miami. He had
Men in Black. The soundtrack was lit.
Yeah.
That soundtrack.
Shannon.
That was a.
Shannon says, I think people idolize these celebrities and have unrealistic ideas of reality and goes. And that's true. That's true. 18 people here. We're gonna move on to. Hold on. Amira said, "I'm about to." Amira said, "I wonder how the kids be feeling." Oh, they crazy too. And Pi says, "Hey."
That's not nice.
I do
Tell
think
me.
Willow. I will say, I think Willow done found her
I like
lane
Willow.
though, with her little rock
I
singing
like
and that. I
Willow.
think she has a good voice for that.
Yeah.
Amira says.
Caught a vibe.
Amira
Both of them found their
says,
way.
I'm gonna buy the book
'Cause
though, but Will and
you
Jada
act
be
like the
doing the
sun is not
most.
changing the world.
He is.
Y'all be acting like he's
Literally.
not
Literally.
right now in this moment changing the
He is.
entire world. And I'm just like,
Darius.
you see your kids. What is y'all doing? Being trifling.
Hey, Janelle, your best friend Darius is here, and he said,
Being trifling.
he said, Jada's sex tape is coming out next month. Hey fam. Hey Shannon.
But Darius, is it with Will or August?
Oh,
You know it's in August.
oh man.
I'm sorry, Lord, forgive me.
It'll be a sex tape with herself because nobody can love her the way she can, and she'll say some
Oh my
stuff like that.
God.
She'll say something
I
like
was
that.
gonna say something, but I'm gonna be quiet.
No, go ahead, say it so we can move on to the next topic so we can get
Nope,
through.
move on.
All right,
No.
all right. For
Want
all the
this show
ladies,
next
for all the
time.
ladies that are here tonight, we about to talk about an issue that that popped up. It's a little older. It's a little older, but it popped back up on my timeline this week, and I was like, let me see what the ladies would say about this because I've never been in this situation. I hope I never have to be because I feel like I might not make it out. So Sierra and Russell Wilson have been kind of like held high as like one of the greatest celebrity couples that there is. The way they love each other. Don't roll your eyes, Janelle. They're the celebrity
like
you and Trevor
them.
maybe. I don't know. And then they they have that love for each other and they're so great. But apparently there's a video that came back up where Sierra's best friend, who is a female, excuse me, not female, shouldn't say that, bad term, who is a
Thank you.
woman,
Woman.
who is a woman, sat on his lap. And Sierra's like, she's my friend. I'm fine with that. Ladies in the chat, how do y'all feel about that? Because for me, first of all, if I'm with somebody, there could be no way another woman sitting on my lap. Like, you ain't just gonna sit on my lap without me seeing you coming, for one. And even if you happen to make it, you about to hit the floor real fast. Like, it's gonna be real fast. My knees gonna split and then you gonna fall. Like, it's just not gonna happen because I don't want those problems. But for her to say that she was okay with that was like, I don't think that's the usual reaction. So I would like to start with Jasmine and tell me, is it cool if it's like your good friend and you really know her? Or is that just a no and Sierra weak for that? Go ahead.
So I'm gonna start with this. My friends would never, I would never, and their significant others would never. If anybody feels comfortable ever doing that, just know everybody catching these hands. Because one, you're not my friend. If you thought that it was real cute for you to even try to sit on my significant other's lap, and two, my significant other, my dude, you know better. If you don't want this argument when we get home, because I'm not gonna make a scene.
Argument. Sorry.
Listen, I'm not gonna make a scene in the moment, but trust and believe there will be words. But yeah, it's a absolutely no. The friendship we would have to really reevaluate what this is with the Lord, because clearly the devil has possessed your body and makes you think that was okay. You can try somebody else.
Try Jesus.
Try Jesus. But not me.
I'm gonna come to you, Janelle, next. Let me read this comment. Michael said the sex tape is gonna come out and it's gonna be with a Tupac sex doll.
Oh no.
Jesus, they're gonna delete us off Facebook.
We ain't gonna make it, y'all. This is gonna y'all turning the season finale into a series finale real quick. Let me go read this other one. Where was it at?
You talking about Toya?
Toya said,
yeah. She said it
it's
will
gonna
be
be
August
August and
and
Will
Will behind the camera. It's gonna be with August and Will is behind the camera cheering them on because they weird. That's crazy. Ginger says no. Mama Parnell said it's a no for me, dog. I would look at both of them crazy, says Toya. Shannon says another example of people putting people on pedestals. They just humans. Whatever works for them. They like it. I love it. She
Shannon.
said, hold on. She said right under there, she said, I'm not cool with that for me, though. She made sure she added that. All right, cool. Kimberly, hey, Kimberly. Ginger says, I would never do that to my friend. Kimberly says, all these black women have my exact facial expressions. Oh, she was tagging people to tune in. We appreciate that. Adia, am I saying that right? I hope so. She said, getting jiggy with it was my jam.
Thank you.
It was good. Amira says, oh hell no. So Janelle, Trevor's over there playing his video game and Jasmine's like your best friend.
Mad.
So Jasmine goes and sits on his lap. What's happening?
Can we use another friend? Because Jasmine would never.
Yeah, it gotta be somebody else.
So all right, so random imaginary best friend goes sits on Trevor's lap. He playing Madden.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm not a violent person, and I've never been in a fight, but I put my hands on someone for the first time in my life when Trevor and I started being together. So if my friend does it, what you think gonna happen? I just feel like, to a certain extent, Shannon is right. If it works for them, hey, that's good for y'all. But I feel like this is a moment where we didn't need to know this, because I feel like for the vast majority, that's not okay. For me, if you're my friend, number one, you know how I am about my husband. I'm very overprotective of Trevor. And I just feel like people are very aware of what Trevor and I have. And I just feel like the second you even think to put your behind like near him, I have to cut you. Like, there's no alternative. I just have to cut you, and the friendship is over. There's no conversation. Like, you better than me, Jasmine. There's no conversation. You don't exist to me no more.
Well, see, friend, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
I'm not.
Hold on. Are you saying?
I feel like conversation comes first before hand.
What were you talking about?
Are you saying it's only the friend, or is it Trevor too?
Oh no, he's gonna die too at the same time. They'll both get it. Torture, all that.
2 funerals.
Don't know how was I.
Got you.
But he would. You should have come over here and said something, sir.
Shannon said, "If my friend does it, I gotta knock both their muffin caps back blue." I heard you. And then Kimberly says, "If you don't value your life, go ahead and try it." Lula. So say you're dating a guy, and your best friend comes to sit on his lap. How are you responding in that situation? Is it let it happen? We have a conversation later, or you got to boost her up off there?
So I feel like you're gonna think I'm crazy. First of all, nobody's gonna be around me and my dude, period, if you're not close to me. Unless we're out and about. So let's start there. If you're close to me, you probably like my family friend, or a family person. I'm saying somebody that I consider really close to me. I think it would be weird if you sat on his lap, but I think it's kind of like, what reason did you sit on his lap? Like, okay, are we taking a picture and we all close in together and we're whatever? Are you sitting on his knee and we're all leaned in together doing the same thing? I mean, no, I get it. I'm not saying I'm not I just feel like I don't overreact. I go off.
Oh, I will.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you are close to me to be doing these type of things, as far as taking pictures, or even just being close as in a circle, if I'm doing this to you, put my arm around you or whatever, you're close to me. I don't do that to everybody or whatever, nor do I hang with everybody. So if I'm doing that, and it's gonna be definitely weird. I'm gonna have something to say afterwards. I'm gonna be that was a little weird, you need to relax a little bit, but I trust you enough. You're not going to be somebody that's close to me, or even to be hanging around me, if I don't already trust you. And if I don't trust you, you don't need to be around me, So, I'm not saying oh, everybody's so super trustworthy, but I feel like all my girls around me is super trustworthy. And I'm not stupid enough to be no one will ever cross me, but I know my girls will not, period. And I trust my man. You're not going to be my man if I think that you're going to cross me, period. You know what I'm saying? If I feel that way, we're not together, period.
Oh, I'm glad you're on the show.
I feel
And
No,
that's like,
I'm
what?
just saying, I know it sounds crazy. I think it would be very weird if it happened. I wouldn't be like, this is great. Like, okay, it's fine. Like, no, but I would still be like, well, there's a reason behind this. And like, yeah, I'm gonna say something about it. Like, okay, don't do that, but
All
that's
right.
it.
So I feel like
Let me get.
what she's trying to wait. I
I
feel
get
like
what she's trying to say.
is
Yeah.
you know your friends like so well in your
Yeah.
head that it wouldn't
Yeah.
be some type of negative situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand that.
Absolutely. And I'm not
Janelle.
saying y'all don't know y'all friends that well. That's at all. Like
I
I'm
do
just
not so
saying, like,
token.
I don't be around people that's not gonna be that, like, it's not about loyalty or whatever. It's just like I trust you to the fullest. And it's like until you show me wrong, which I don't think you will ever,
All right.
like
Well,
I'm like this with all
I'm
my
glad
people,
you believe that because the people in the comments don't.
Think I'm crazy?
let me read you. Let me read you some of these now comment now.
All right, let's hear what you got.
Let me read the comment now. We gotta so I would never be okay with my friend sitting on my man lap. It's a no for me. Toya says my episode of Snap would be so good.
I didn't say I was okay with
Kimberly,
it.
hold on, no, you gotta take
award.
this. You gotta take this smoke. You gotta take the smoke.
We all have.
Kimberly
We all
said you
have.
need a reason. Oh girl, bye. She said absolutely right with both parties catching these hands, but add feet as well. Ma'am, you trying to use rationalization? Absolutely, TF not. Yeah,
That's why we all different.
that's her showing you, sis. Is the hashtag Shannon said. We got some.
That's her. That's her show.
That's her showing you.
So funny.
Shannon, you're amazing. Love you.
Oh my god.
Ginger says nope. I wouldn't be able to fix my face. Yeah.
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
Listen. It would be a smooth. I stand in front of you and be like,
Like for me, I already know. Like if I'm looking at my girl and a dude decided like
Yeah,
like there's you got a limit. Like you walk in a party, you see my girl, y'all hug, that's fine. But if it's like, or y'all, she's sitting and you give her a hug, that's fine. But when you start trying to like press up against her or do stuff like that, we gotta have a conversation. And if you don't understand the conversation the first time, we gotta throw hands. Like it's just there's only the escalation is only
No,
two.
you don't have to throw hands. Just
Yes.
No.
Like, period.
Yeah, you gotta throw hands.
Damn.
You gotta throw hands.
anybody that calls themselves your friend knows the type of boundaries
But, like,
that
what
are
is that
there. There are
boundary?
unwritten boundaries when it
Can I
comes
ask a
to
question?
friendships.
Yes. You're not my friend if you're
Right.
doing that.
Correct. But along the way, have we not thought some people were our friends and they end up being horrific?
Yo,
Is
Yeah.
it not impossible? So the
It's no.
people-
I'm no. I'm saying no.
Brent.
I'm not saying I wouldn't cut somebody off. I'm just saying, like,
Cut.
if you are my best friend, like I have a best friend that I know, like you would never do anything. Like I could take it to my grave. Like I know for a fact. Like I don't even second guess that. I'm talking about somebody I've known all my life.
I'm
Like
choking.
no,
I'm
I'm not
choking.
saying people
No.
won't do that. I'm just saying I'm not naive to be like people ain't out here doing crazy stuff. I'm just saying like the people
But
that
we're
are
saying
around me-
specifically friends. It's specifically friends.
if I'm out,
That was the.
if I'm out, someone tries to sit on my girl's lap before his booty touch her kneecap. It's a yo
Maybe
man,
the
what you
knee,
doing?
Not the private area.
It's
like,
it's
not
a
the
yo.
main
It's a.
seating
I don't.
When
I don't
you
care.
sit on someone's lap, period. No.
Period.
It's wrong.
First of all,
yes.
I need to figure out how close you sit next to my man in the first place. Don't play
Listen.
with me. Like what?
If
All right.
you are not a child, you should not have your bottom anywhere near the lap. Okay. If my man is not cradling, holding this child, there is no reason why you're behind to
I
come
agree.
even remotely close to his kneecap, his
You should be doing the
thigh,
best to make sure the butt don't be near him.
nowhere near.
No.
I agree. I'm not saying I think it's okay.
Can you imagine?
So we got some comments. You have a little bit of a defense, Lula. You have a defense.
But I understand.
look,
No. But
Toya says.
It's okay. I
Toya
get it. It's
says-
I
okay.
know
It's
Jasmine would
okay.
never.
I already knew.
I know
it was
she
gonna
would
be like
never.
this.
Toya says, Lula, sis, we understood where you were trying to come from. You trust them, but you gonna check them. So we understand. We get what you're saying. We get what you're saying.
I will definitely check them. Like I don't have no problem with that. But I'm just saying,
Hey,
like
Brent.
it has to be a reason.
Hey Brent,
I don't know.
Big brother Brent in the conversation. He said conversation, nah, on site. Exactly.
You snorted crack 5 minutes ago. Like that has to you. Someone slipped you a roofie. Like
Listen,
it has to be some
that's the
wild reason.
only reason I
And I
would
need the
need
drug test. I need to see it
right.
myself.
Hey, y'all tag your friends so they can get in on this conversation because I don't see any part of that not being premeditated. You have to
Yeah,
decide that I'm gonna sit on this person's lap. You don't just, let me sit here. Like, no,
right.
you've been thinking about that. You've been measuring
Right.
that up.
What would you
Like,
do if I sat
Because
on
it's like
somebody's
you have to get
Trevor?
your grown behind up to
What would you
move to
do?
where they are.
What would you do if I sat on
You're
somebody's
walking past other places to sit.
That's why I said it has to be like a
Period.
picture, like if we're all squeezing in
nah,
together and
you can
then
get
No,
in the back.
I'm
no,
not
there's
saying
Get
it's
in the back.
okay. I'm
no. You
saying
better act like it's the '90s and hit that little pose with your hand on the one
Hello?
hand and on the hip,
Hello?
or get down on the ground. There's other places for you to be.
Listen.
Oh, some
And if you short, stand on a stool.
the
I
comment
get
said
it. I get it.
comment said Lula is Sierra.
Oh
Stop it.
Oh
no.
Wait,
no.
I
Y'all
don't
need to
know if
stop
that.
it.
Y'all
What
ain't
do you
gonna
She
talk
mean
trusts her
about her
man.
like
by
this.
that?
She trusts her man. She trusts her
She
man.
trusts
No,
her
you
man
trust
and
your
her
man. She
friends.
trusts her man.
I do.
She know that's never gonna happen anyway. So
But
she
it's like Shannon said. If she like it, we love it. Trevor said he would kill me. Just let y'all know.
Trevor
And then
said,
he proceeded to say. Then he proceeded to say, "What the hell is wrong with you?" As if I did it. Okay.
oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so we're done with that one.
Mm.
The holidays are coming up, y'all. Keep commenting on your favorite Christmas songs and everything, but the holidays are coming up. It's that time where we got to worry about who all over there, and who's making this and that because you don't eat everybody's stuff. Everybody
I
said
hope
it's
not.
okay, Lula. So holidays coming up, all that. So this is times where new relationships are being formed. We're coming out of the panorama, and everybody is meeting people and
Panorama.
whatnot. So we got to make the decisions whose house we going to for Thanksgiving and whatnot. And especially when you're in a new relationship, you got to figure out when's the perfect time to introduce that person into the family. Like they got to meet everybody at some point. So I'm gonna ask everybody, like, what is the right time, or when did you know it was the right time to introduce your significant other to your family? So we'll start with the married couple because they have the most seasoned time, I would say. When did you know it was right to introduce Trevor to Mama Pam?
That's not fair. This isn't a fair question
How's it not fair?
because when Trevor and I first met, I already knew, well, Trevor knew ahead, but I already knew that I was going to spend my life with Trevor, so it did it. It wasn't like I necessarily. I know that sounds for real though, but Trevor met my family. Let's see, we started dating in December. He met my not too long after, right? Christmas is when you met my mom, and she thought he was a fighter. She was like, "Don't go out there and be fighting people." But it was very quick. It was literally within probably a month of us dating that I introduced him. Now, in previous relationships, when I was younger, not so serious, it had been some time. Like we had to really get to know each other because a lot of times I didn't take it that seriously. And meeting my family is a big deal. I come from a very Black family, so I'm pretty sure y'all know it's a nerve-wracking ordeal. My mom might act crazy, my dad might act crazy. I don't know.
Listen, I know Mama Pam don't play, so
At all, at all. And they be real quick to look at you like, "What's wrong with you? Why is he in my house?"
Okay.
And will ignore you.
All right, we'll go to Lula. Are you dating someone at this time, or like seeing anybody? And if so, like, have you thought about them like going to like your house for Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything like that? Is that a thing, or do you like have a specific timetable set when you think it should happen?
Yeah, I am dating someone. I when I think about like, I feel like, okay, if y'all don't know, I'm Eritrean. Like, so if I'm bringing anybody home, like it's gonna be like a big deal. It's not like oh, okay, you're just dating this person and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It's kind of a serious thing. So I don't have a necessarily a real timeline. I'm just more like when it feels right, like if we are both on the same page as far as seriousness. Like I've dated someone in the past where it's like, hey, second time I'm seeing you, we're going to my mom's house. Like I'm like, that's a big deal. And they're like,
Mm-hmm.
no, like we're just gonna stop by real quick. And I'm like, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I was younger, but I'm like, this makes me feel awkward because I feel like it's a big deal and it's important. You know, like he didn't think. I mean, we dated. That was a really long relationship, but I feel like it wasn't a big deal to his family. But to me, it's important because I'm like, I know how important it is to my family. Like I can't bring like whoever home and be like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They're like, this is about to work. Like, and this is who you with, and you're introducing us. So like, especially for the holidays, like holidays are important to my family. So I mean, to most families, you know. So I'm not going to be quick to do that. Like I may take something serious, but it doesn't mean like, okay, I'm going to rush to do that either. You know, like it'll come, but like it may not be as soon as you will. Like every family is different. And I feel like it's all dependent on the vibe you have with that person, you know?
I love that. Yeah.
I like that. Let's get these comments real quick, and I'll come to you, Jasmine, in a second. But no, we already read that you were Sierra. We read that one.
Oh, you just had to
You
say
did
that.
not have to read that.
What do you guys mean about Sierra?
They're trying to say like
they're trying
because
to-
Sierra was okay with her friend sitting on the lap that you're okay.
You're
Y'all rude.
That's
Leave her alone.
That's terrible. You're not.
Maybe we all have
I'm
trust
not
issues.
Sierra. I'm just saying I wasn't okay with it. I'm just like,
Maybe we have underlying trust issues.
Kimberly
Maybe it's us.
says people forming new relationships during the holidays. Absolutely not. That's expensive. Yeah. Ginger says trial by fire right away. Seriously, that depends on the relationship with the family, and I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon says, yeah, it definitely has to be a serious relationship if I bring you around. My thing is like, sometimes it's not even about the person, like she says about the family. Like sometimes it's not even about the person you bring around, but some people might not have great relationships with their family, and they are just scared to bring you around them because they don't want you to be turned off by who they're related to. Like and I think that's been a lot of problems. Some people, like I had a friend who his girl actually ended up leaving him because of it, but he just didn't want her around his family because he felt like they were just toxic, and he didn't want her to see that and think that would be her life if she stayed with him. Ended up costing him in the relationship, but I understood why he didn't want to go. Like he never goes home. He doesn't do anything. Like he started his own life and everything. But she was adamant about wanting to go meet his family, and
None of her business.
yeah, so she was big into family, so that was on her. But yeah, but no, I think when you're dating somebody like that's an important talk to talk like, oh, we about to go meet the family, like because once you do that,
I need to get my outfit together,
especially in black homes, like people would have no filters in black homes in Thanksgiving. Like I literally, my brother brought a girl home for Thanksgiving one time. And my brother was kind of a Casanova type dude. Like he just, my dad was like, I was like, Dad, you didn't speak to her, and he was like, she won't be here next year. Like he just said it out loud. Like I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, that's
I was like,
so
Yikes.
I was like, okay, we in your house. You say whatever you want to say. So like,
but I also feel like you should kind of not necessarily to say that you have to cater to your family, but
you do kind of.
If you know that you're with someone. Well, there are people that don't really care. There are people that don't care about what their family thinks. But like, if you know that you're with someone that your parents aren't going to like, just don't bring them around. Like, especially during the holidays, why are you going to bring everybody down? And you know they're not going to like them. Like, they have qualities that you know without a shadow of a doubt they're not going to like. But if that's what you want, that's fine. But I feel like we kind of need to, I don't know, sort of maybe break down this whole idea that like our family, granted it is cultural, I understand that. But like some people miss out. Because the like, my family doesn't like you, so
I absolutely
it's over.
agree.
And it's like sometimes your family just don't like nobody, you know.
That's true.
You kind of gotta force it on people. Like I have a cousin. I want to figure out all that I want to say about this. Anyway, his wife now they're married. She kind of pushed herself on it, but she understood the culture. Like, and she was just like, I get that this is like this, but our relationship is like this, and it's perfect, whatever, you know, as perfect can be. But she definitely pushed herself on the family, and it worked out. I mean, of course, you shouldn't have to do that. Like, my cousin backed her up, of course, but it's like it sucks that you have to be that way, but like you have to break those boundaries sometimes, you know, like, you know, I'm not like, I probably wouldn't go and be like, oh, I'm going to force your family to like me. But like, when you know, it's like something that really holds no real, like, you're just being this way just because you're this way. Like, okay, like, well, forget all that. You're understanding. She was very understanding. And it's like, it did suck on her behalf, but it's like, if you have love from everywhere else and it's just like, oh, a parent thing or whatever, like, okay, well, you're going to get over this because we have a great relationship. And like, she's definitely super part of the family. Like, and his parents love her, you know? And I'm like,
that's great.
It sucks that you did that, but it's like for her, not for like everyone else. But it's like, no, like sometimes you just got to get over that. Like people are going to live their
let
lives.
people be happy.
Yeah, like everybody wants to be happy at the end of the day. Like you don't
and be rich. And
Toya says bringing people to my family is stressful. I have to prep them to act right, and still guarantee my blood pressure will rise.
Dang. I'm married, and I still have to be like, all right, Trevor's coming over because y'all act like you guys. I'm kidding.
Oh my god,
no, they're great.
There's
a
thin line though. There's a thin line between fathers and mothers, being protective and trying to make sure that they're with a really good quality individual, and then just harassment. Because there's a difference between like playful joking with the new guest of the family, like, and then just being all out, just rude to someone being there, like that's not cool. Like, it's one thing I always like loved about my family. If someone new did come in, like you try to include them and push them into like, yo, we about to play dominoes. Get up at the table. If you know how to play dominoes or spades table, get in on a game of spades so you feel included and whatnot. But I've seen sometimes where people just be like outright just mean to the new person coming around. Yeah. Like if you like, especially if this is somebody you care about who brought this person, like you don't know, this might be their future. Like this might be the person they choose to spend their life with, and this is their first impression of you as a unit. Like y'all as a unit, you think y'all are interviewing him. That person's interviewing y'all too. Like he's looking just as hard as y'all looking at him and realizing like, is this what I want to marry into? Like, do I really want to be a part of this? Like, so I just think we need to be a little bit more, far-sighted on how we treat people, especially around the holidays. Shannon says depends on how much their family influences them. Yes. I've come to the point where I won't date somebody who like every activity they do has to like always be with their family. Like that's something that's like I've realized is never a good fit for me. Like
it's not,
because that means you like not all the time. I'm not trying to generalize, but a lot of times you don't think for yourself. Like I like to date people who've been away from home or at least have some kind of experience, living on their own or whatnot. Because if not, like I don't need to be worrying about. Well, my mama said, dude, I don't care what your mama said. We together. Like, I don't care what your mama said. Your mama don't work here. Your mama don't pay no bills in this house. Like, we're grown. Kimberly says, don't even introduce me to your family if they rude. I match energy. That's true. That's true.
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jasmine, have you ever had any bad experience bringing somebody home that after you brought them home, you were like, yo, this ain't gonna work? Cause
no, cause like okay, so for me, I never brought anybody home until college because in high school there was not really a need because everybody knew my daddy anyway because he was a coach, he was a track coach. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I always joke with him like I couldn't really date because everybody knew my daddy and didn't want to try to date me because they were like, nah, she coach's daughter. That's coach's daughter. That's coach, all that type of stuff. But I did bring one guy home in college. And after that, I realized that with my dad, he'll talk to the guys. And if the conversation is short, he right then and there, he already like, If the conversation is longer, he is actually really trying to get to know this young man. But I mean, I've dated some people, they've never gotten past my sister. And that's how I gauge things now. Because if you can't get past my sister, you're not gonna make it to Marvin either. That's not gonna happen. So like, I mean, and my mom always, are you dating? I'm not telling you because if I tell you, then that's gonna be like, okay, well, you dating this person for a long time. When are we gonna meet him? And for me, it's like a lot of these so-called relationships or situationships that I've had, are not worthy of meeting my parents yet.
Mm.
So for me, I won't introduce the next person to my family unless we both are on the same page with our relationship. We're both on the same page about meeting each other's families. That has to be a true, an honest conversation. Because I don't do that. Because I'm very close to my family. We spend a lot of time with each other. Holidays are a very big thing for us, and for me, holidays should never ever be the first time that you meet somebody's family. That's no, that's a big no for
But
me.
I think something with you, Jasmine, though. Jasmine, I think something that's cool with you, though, is you've seen what good love is between two people. So your awareness of what should be brought around your parents is different.
Right.
I think.
Exactly. And I mean, it's a learning thing. I mean, I like everything in life is a learning situation, because clearly the situation in college, y'all know about, that like he met my family like at around the holidays, actually.
I'm not.
Why?
Yep.
Why?
Anyway, but yeah, he met my family in around the holidays, and that relationship lasted way longer than it should have. But you know, like, and like and I've learned too, like, because of the men that I have in my family, I need to make sure that this person is the person for me before I bring them around. Because the men in my family are very opinionated. They're not mean, but they will tell you about yourself, and they will really give you what it is. So, you know, I mean, as any man in a family should be with a bunch of girls, because it's nothing but girls. So, you know, they're always going to be a certain level of protective over us and making sure that we have the right men in our lives.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Let me
pray
read
for me
these
when Zaire starts dating.
Let me read these.
Listen, them little girls got a lot of
I'ma be
aunties
the
to get
problem.
through, okay?
Let me read this
Me.
comment. Kimberly says, if my significant other can't play spades, I'm not introducing him to my family until he learns, and I'm not teaching him. Toya says,
oh no.
She says, I think it's your significant other's responsibility to check their family. If they are out of pocket, I will check my parents. And she said, I can't play spades is why that's why I'm single.
I can't play spades either.
I just learned.
Like, me and you both, Toya. I guess that's why I'm single too, because I can't
just
play
learned.
Wow.
Okay, so we all can't play spades.
And
emergency
I don't
episode. Are we in a spades epidemic where people have lost the ability to play
I
spades?
think a lot
First
of
of all,
people
I
can't
never
play spades. We
learned.
just don't say anything.
Listen,
Because y'all don't know how to play. I'm not teaching you.
we have this conversation all the time,
aggressive.
because it's like they'll tell us y'all should learn how to play when y'all was kids, but every time we came into the room to
You
try
get
to
in
learn,
trouble.
y'all kicked us out. So you can't tell me I should have did it, but then you kicked us out. And then in college, we weren't gonna learn. Everybody was drunk. Ain't nobody teaching nobody how to play spades when they drunk.
I asked
Hey, come
Truck,
on
and
now.
he was like, he told me no, so mean. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I asked Truck one time too. He was like, "You should learn a long time ago, sis. I love you, but no." Like, all right, fine, bro. I'm just not gonna learn how to play spades.
Oh, man.
My mother-in-law taught me.
Oh.
She was so kind about it. As Trevor was being me.
Let's go to our last topic of the night.
Y'all get some water.
Let's.
Matter of fact, go wash your hands before.
First of all,
Please. Are we taking a break right now to like wash our
right. Go
hands?
spray some stuff
Ginger
down.
says something that's true, man. People don't hang out the same. We used to play all the time. No one plays anymore. Everybody got other stuff
We
to do.
do. Ginger, you got the wrong friends, girl. We got game night.
Ginger, we're gonna have to hang out. Ginger, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna do some stuff. If you ever want to fly with me. But anyway, shout out to Erica. She's not here with us tonight. She's doing some cool stuff, but we want to give her a round of applause for taking care of all that education. Doing what she got to do. Hopefully we can catch up soon. We're gonna talk about something that's just, it won't go away, just like body odor if you don't use soap and water. It's called hygiene.
Pun intended.
Like
Pun intended.
But it's like, what is going on? People, like, there's been an epidemic of people saying that they don't take showers daily or they don't bathe daily, and I'm trying to figure out, in the year of our Lord 2021, as Janelle would say, why this is happening.
Blue Ivy's internet.
On Blue Ivy's internet. Why this is happening. And someone out there tell me, because I'm confused. Like, is this a question we need to start asking up front before we even start talking to people? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
At this
Yes.
point, at this point, it is
I just don't
because
talk to people.
first of all, you too old. It's too many germs out here. Too many different types of stuff. Like, even if you don't take a full shower, if you play sports, you know what a whole bath is. You know, get a wash rag, some towel, and hit the hot spots real quick if you just don't have enough time to take a shower. But I don't know. I love a shower. I love
There's
that
always
shower
time to
time.
take a shower.
Hello, it could be 3 minutes. Scrub,
I
scrub,
mean,
scrub.
there's
rinse,
always
rinse.
time to take a shower.
Like, I'll tell you this. I'll be real candid real quick. When I moved in this joint, my water got shut off, and I literally
That's different.
was like losing my mind because I'm like, I really have to boil water so that I can wash my ass because I'm not finna sit in this funk because I don't have no water.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how people can do that on a daily basis.
When you have running water.
When you have running water. So I mean, I just don't understand it. And then you got the people that say they don't wash their legs, they don't wash their feet, especially when they wear jeans. They don't. I'm washing my entire body because what you don't realize is that there's dead skin coming off of your body every day. So what you're saying is you're just letting this sit here and flake and build up because all you're gonna do is continue to put lotion on top of it if you lotion yourself.
They don't use lotion.
Yes, I said if.
They enjoy being
like
talked.
there's so many things that go into this. Like
Kent said musty Mondays.
Yeah, Ken.
Ginger said a whole bath, and she's laughing. She said, I can't even focus now. Yeah, the whole bath's a real thing.
Listen, track meet real quick. And you gotta go from school to go to a track meet, or you gotta go from a track meet to do something afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta hit the hot spots, get in the sink real quick.
Underarms, groin, hit the butt, get out.
Listen, I stay with a stick of deodorant in my car, in a bag. It has always been me. I cannot stand being funky. I don't. Like you.
My biggest thing is fellas. And I need to talk to the fellas about this.
Say it.
This is a message from the man cave to the fellas.
Amen, amen.
Cut your daggone nails. When I'm dapping you up, bruh, I don't want to be scratched on my palm by your nails. Ooh. Cut your nails.
Cut them.
Why are they black at 8 a.m. in the morning? What are you digging in at 8 a.m. in the morning? Why?
Cut the nails.
And that little pinky nail going on, like, bruh, we done with that. Cut that.
Pinky. Oh.
Now, if you play guitar or something like that and you need your nails for it, understood.
They don't.
Understood. But we got picks for that. We got all the little finger attachments for that.
Exactly. I was gonna say
you
there's
good.
Picks for guitar.
You don't need that.
Like,
but there's nothing that makes me mad. I'm going to dap a dude up and you tickling my palm with your nail. Like, stop that. Stop that. Clean them out. Chop them off. And stop biting them. We don't want you to bite them. We got stuff for this. Go to a nail salon, something. Do something about that. And don't be wearing flip-flops in the summer neither. If your toes curled up, your nails curled up, stop it. I don't want to see it in 2022. I don't want to see it.
Listen, I remember I made an entire post on Facebook one time because I saw this lady and I was so upset because she was an older black lady. She walked in the Apple store and she had on flip-flops.
Oh, girl.
And her feet were so ashy. And her heels were cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kent.
She must have came in my store too.
Hey, Kent. Hold on, y'all. Let me read the Toya's comment. Let me read Kent. It's way too many people smelling like hot dog water, and I had a manager who smelled like swamp creature. She was so nice, but she was a hugger. I'm 5'3", and that funk would have developed me. Kent, bruh, Kent, I'm with you, bruh. We're gonna have you on here one day. He said, "Ladies, stop painting that dead pinky toenail, please."
Time out. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all stinking. So we can put that to this. No. Y'all gonna try to flip this on women today. Y'all not gonna do that. Us trying to make sure we're cute Ain't got nothing
Hey,
to do with
Kent,
y'all
that
being
thing be
messy.
turned sideways. It be all black. Go ahead, Kent. You know, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Hey,
Y'all
Kent, what
going
you look
in.
like?
and then hold on,
Right,
and
what
then
Kent look like?
I know we talking
Kent,
about hygiene.
What you look like right now? Let me see your feet.
My feet,
Post a picture right
Right.
now.
I'm like, relax. I don't even
they
know.
could sculpt
Like,
models of my feet. Boy, I have.
Let me see your nails.
Let's not talk about
I
that.
want to see.
No,
Not you. I'm talking to Kent.
Oh,
not
talk to
you.
Kent.
I know
Mine.
you're. I'm talking to Kent. I
Oh.
want to see since he knows so much about pinky toes and stuff. I want to see your toes.
That toe be turned
let's
sideways.
see your feet, Kent.
Hey, and there's another thing, ladies. Can y'all answer me this question? What is up with these two small heels that y'all? First of all,
Why are you moving past the point of the conversation?
why?
We talking about
Kent,
musty.
because
Hygiene
Kent is here.
And we didn't even. No, we don't care about Kent. We didn't even. Get
Okay,
to
well let's talk about ladies then. How y'all be musty wearing all these natural deodorants now? Yeah,
I can't.
Wait a
disagree.
minute.
I don't.
I can't.
I use
say
Dove.
that.
I'ma say I got on that
degree
band bus a few
for
times
me.
now. I'ma
The
say.
No,
degree
that
for me.
natural. No. That was
Mm-mm.
natural must. They wasn't wearing natural deodorant. Was not like a popular thing then.
Well, I'm just gonna
That was just
say,
people being musty.
getting
was
on
just
that
to say
bus.
they
You
was
know
musty.
what? You know what bus I rode on, and what groups were with me. That's all I'm gonna say. And
You was on my bus. What you got to say?
Right.
Was we musty?
Check them. Get them.
I ain't
You
saying
stayed back with your
I ain't
family, so
saying
what you
y'all.
trying to say,
I'm saying
Marky?
you know what the other
What
groups
You
were.
trying to
You
say,
knew what the
Marky?
you know. I'm not talking about y'all group. The other groups that we rode with. That's all I'm gonna say. I walked through some clouds. Valley of the
Listen,
shadow
because
of
you was
death.
about to get dragged up and down.
Right.
The
No,
valley
okay,
of
so
the
let's just start
shadow
here.
of death. But
Shower every day.
He's alive.
so we shower every day though.
He's alive.
He's alive. That's our proof of life.
There's a real person there.
There's a real person. He's real. Janelle, Trevor comes to you right now and he says, "Babe, tired of this. Skin's drying out. Don't like it. Not showering every day, every other day at most. What you gonna do?"
Do you know who I am? Do you know what I talk about every single day?
Skincare.
Skin.
Face.
He wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be here. Listen, we be doing skincare weekends. Listen, it's not a game. The whole bathroom is full of everything you could think of when it comes to exfol. I got a pre-shower, a during the shower, after the shower. What you need? I don't play those games. And outside of the fact that you can be musty, you get one body. One. Why not take care of your skin? It feels amazing.
Right.
It's
It
very
does.
relaxing. Like,
Man.
I just wanted to say one thing. I saw a video on TikTok of a woman saying she does not wipe herself properly. She just found out she hasn't been wiping herself properly when she uses the bathroom. She starts the wrong way. I almost did the whole thing.
From the
Basically,
front?
I said, honey,
She wipes
From the back
back
to
to
the
front. She wipes
and
back
then
to
she
front.
asked, how do you even wipe the opposite way? How is that possible? And I'm just like, and y'all are out here like touching stuff and like just existing.
That's why we need to get bidets on just toilets and just end
I
this.
have a worse story. I mean,
I'm
I have
scared.
someone that told me that they
Just say it.
they know
Say
someone that told them
They know
that
someone
they
that told
what?
She's trying to clean this up. Clean it up.
I know somebody that said their cousin told their mama.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear it. Go. Sorry.
Somebody was like, someone told them that they actually don't use tissue when they wipe.
What they wiping with?
What they use.
Wait.
Corn cobs? What we doing out there?
They don't use tissue when they wipe.
Do they use a rag or a washable rag? What they using? Baby
They don't
wipes?
use anything when they wipe.
What they not wiping? What they just
If
walking
people
around
like
with?
this walk the world freely.
Like,
They should be in
it's
jail.
outrageous.
So they walk.
They need to be in prison.
So they
Yeah.
they
I don't
they-
know the details, but that is what they said.
They
They were
wipe-
like,
That's enough.
and I was
That's
like, you
enough.
didn't ask any more questions.
Wipe
And they're
it
like,
off.
maybe on
So-
the next go round I'll ask these questions. But I was like,
They got mud butt.
What?
They just out here with mud butt, just walking around.
water and hands, I guess.
They just
What? Wait a minute. Where does the water come into play? Do they get up or like is this a woman?
Do they have a
Wait,
bidet? Like,
What is
so-
happening?
The water nasty because it's like after you do that.
all these technological
You-
advancements. What's happening?
Like, and then the
That's
only
not
way I can
technological
think that's
advancement.
possible is if they have a bidet. But even still, I'm going to wipe
Most people-
myself.
Yeah.
I don't even
Let me read this comment. Toya
know
says,
what a bidet is. What is a bidet?
"Bidet, man, it's a water spray for your booty.
Because I'm Baroque.
A bidet, like when you go to like, I really recommend y'all like definitely like. So Asia has this on point. bidet systems
I know, I'm
on
moving
point
there.
with the warm toilet seats. Like, ain't nothing like sitting on a warm toilet seat. That's all I'm gonna say. It's amazing. And then they got the little thing that come out now. You gotta adjust that pressure now. You gotta adjust the pressure on that spray. Cause you be like, I've had myself challenged many a time by a bidet in Asia. Like that, it's not what you want all the time. You got to turn that dial down all the way first before you get that started. But they got the ones that move up and down and wash your whole tail, and you don't need much toilet paper.
I still gotta wipe.
Yeah, you have to wipe after it, but basically you just wiping off water because it really pressure washes. It's like a pressure washer for your booty. It's nice.
I'm gonna have to try that one day.
So Toya says they wiping on Faith.
Listen.
Yeah. Ginger says some people in other countries use their hands. That is also true. I'd be scared.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
are we talking about like in Lord? Let me say this the right way, so I'm not being offensive.
Underdeveloped countries. Underdeveloped countries.
Are these
most
like?
Of them.
Okay, I was gonna say, hold on. I thought this was like okay.
No, here. So I feel like it's okay, like not okay, but like I do get like some other countries don't have this. Like even in Eritrea, like when I go back, sometimes there's no running water in certain places or whatever. So it's like you don't have these things. So okay, I even understand that from a cultural aspect, but it's like not when you hear right now, like, and you are living somewhere, you're not homeless. Even homeless people got somewhere to go wipe. You're just choosing not to wipe your butt. You know, like, no, that's not okay. Like, what? Oh, I just can't understand it. Like, you need to shower every day. You need to wipe with tissue and wet
and
wipes.
brush your teeth.
Lula, I got a question for you.
Rinse with some mouthwash. Wash your face. Sorry.
I got a question for you, Lila. Also, Shannon said, "Yeah, the pressure catch you off guard. It sure do. Had me dancing." But question, Lila. So you said you're dating, right? So you see your significant other come out the bathroom. You know he just ate something spicy, had a bad one, and you literally see him get up, pull his pants up, flush the toilet, then wipe, walks out. What's happening? Like, what's your first word?
What do you mean? I'm gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Like, didn't you just use the bathroom? Like, immediately. Like, no, I'm gonna check that immediately. It ain't gonna be no like, wait a second, let me see what you're about to do. I'm gonna be like, what are you doing?
Is he staying?
Like,
is he staying for the rest of the day, or he got to go home?
No, you about to handle that. I'm like, okay, bye. Like,
never come back.
Listen,
you should already know that. Like, you're not my significant other if you're not doing that already.
Never come back. Never, just
listen. If I'm at his house and I see him do that, I'm gonna be like the Viola meme and just grab my purse and get
and walk.
Yeah.
Ain't no point in us even continuing this evening, this day.
Just matter of fact, ghost me. I want you to ghost me.
You don't have to ghost me. Like, it's just done. Like, we both ghost.
It's like we're good. I'm
nasty.
Oh my God, I would die. I literally.
And you shouldn't want me if I'm like that either. Like, so we should be on the same page. You're not my significant other if we're not on the same page as far as hygiene. Period.
Right. Plus, if you just did all of that in the bathroom, I expect to hear the shower to begin running after the toilet has flushed. Because at that point, you just need to go ahead and wash
your whole body.
Every time y'all poop.
No, but like, there are some, I be getting a little too extra, but there are some times where it's like, I
it's available, like, and we ain't doing nothing, go ahead, like, get in the shower. There's no reason why you can't, like, but I get it. You don't have to do that every time. Like, but if you have a blowout,
I'm getting not to have a blowout in my house.
Yo, you can't help it. No.
And get out.
Listen,
I wouldn't say that, Janelle. Like, you can't help it.
The worst date I ever been on was a date when my stomach was churning, bruh.
Then don't use my bathroom. Find the guest bathroom or something, and let me know.
I was in an apartment.
Trevor will let me know ahead of time what's about to go down. Okay.
I was in an apartment, man. I was in an apartment. And it won't no get the best bathroom was on the first floor. We on the fifth. Like it's either gonna be in your toilet or in my pants. Like it's gonna be one or the other. I had to bite my pride that day, swallow it.
I have a funny story. So one day I was coming back from like Greensboro. I was like an hour and a half away with my boyfriend at the time, and we were kind of new then, and I was driving, and he was like, "Hey," he would say like, "Hey, baby doll, I gotta go to the bathroom." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "No, I gotta go." I'm driving, and he's like, "No, I gotta go right now." He's like holding the seats, like,
I'm scared.
"Get me wherever." So I was like, "Do you want me to pull over? Like, you want me to stop at the store? Like, you want?" He's like, "Yes, like pull over." So he's inside the store, and he's like, I was about to call like my family members to like take me home because I was so embarrassed like to be with you, whatever. But I'm like, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Just don't be nasty with it and be like,
natural.
it's natural, but like just don't be nasty and be like,
right.
If you're at home, take a
gross.
shower. Like,
Yeah.
but if you can't help it, like you gotta go. Like it's okay.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. So that reminds me of the episode of Grownish. I watch a lot of TV. But Chloe Bailey's character and Diggy's character, they had just started dating, and she slept at his dorm room for the first time. And that next morning, I mean, you have to go, you have to go. And he was like, "You just did that in the bathroom?" She was like, "Yeah." And the next time she slept over, she was like, "The next time I slept over, he had baby wipes and poopery in the bathroom for me."
Oh, that's so nice.
See, yeah, it's natural,
Good
man.
for him.
I mean, everybody does it, and men are weird because, like, some men, even in college, people like, "I don't believe women poop." Then what do we do?
I don't know
What do
why
we do?
they act like that.
What do we do then? Like, do you think all of this just sits in our system and is just miraculously gone? Like,
I used to always say that. I thought we probably poop worse than y'all.
Man. Yo, man, it's nothing like just having to go to the bathroom. And the closer you get, the worse it get. Because, man, I had to stop. I pulled out of Burlington one time. Y'all know how big Burlington is, man. Like, when I went in, my vision just went crazy. Like, the bathroom kept getting further away as I was trying to get to it. People stopped me. "Are you finding everything okay?" Obviously not. Like, I'm trying to, like, push people into the coats and everything. I'm like, just get out the way. I get in there, lady mopping. I'm like, "I'm sorry, but whatever you did, I'm about to undo." Like, I'm just about to undo everything you just did. And like, you got sometimes. And then I think if I ever run for politics, my first law is going to be that there can be no more 1-ply toilet paper no more. Everything must be 2-ply or above.
Listen, there's nothing worse than sitting in traffic and needing to go and trying your best to like just not think about it.
Because it's there. Like you can't not think about it.
You can't. Like I've had some moments when I was living in my old apartment and I lived on the 3rd floor, no elevator. Yeah, it was life. Life.
They should have rescue restrooms like everywhere.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been a great episode. I think it's been a great episode. It's been a great season finale. If you have 1-ply at your home, that's a red flag. Show is.
Yeah,
show is, because you're stealing from work, obviously. You don't care about your life if your home has 1-ply at your house. That's true. But no, I appreciate y'all coming to the series finale. As I said, I do need to just take some time to get better, get myself better, just come back with a revamped show so we can have more stuff to talk about with you guys. Life has to happen for me to have something to talk about. I want to thank everybody for coming who's been rocking with us for the last 24 weeks. Like, can you believe that? 24 weeks. Wow, 6 months of y'all just being there. So that's great. But before you go, I want to show y'all the winner of the Halloween costume contest.
Yes.
And here's the picture coming to you guys. We got our man Lil Prince, who won the contest. So Ron Sands, if you hit me up, please let me get your information. You won a $20 Visa gift card, good to use at any location you choose. Buy the little man some candy, some more candy, or whatever you want to do. But he looked like he had a good time, and thank you for submitting. Definitely a cute. We had some other cute ones. We had a Woody. Someone was Woody. We had a bunch of other kids, like unicorns. So it was definitely good, and I definitely enjoyed it. We want to thank Lula for stepping in today and coming on the show, y'all. She did a great job.
She was outstanding.
She did a great job.
Come back.
She did a great job. Hopefully she'll come back and we'll have her again for the start of the next season. Right now, we don't know when that's going to be, but y'all keep everything on the fan page, please. Keep commenting. I'll keep throwing stuff out there. Like, I'm not just gonna disappear into thin air. Like we're still gonna be interacting with you guys. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 months, but we will get everything for you. Please remember to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you like tonight's show, please let me know. And bring your friends. Like, don't have all this fun by yourself. Like, bring some people with you.
Yes.
With that being said, I absolutely love every single one of y'all, the people who I'm on with right now, to the people that watch every week and laugh and think that, it's worth it spending some time out of your week, because you could be doing anything. But y'all still rocking with me, so I really appreciate that. Janelle?
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Janelle,
Did you say Janelle?
Yeah, I said
Oh,
Janelle.
I didn't hear it. Broke up for a second. Yes, thank you everyone who has been with us this last 24 weeks. It has been so much fun. Contrary to popular belief, I actually get really nervous doing stuff like that. But Marcus has made me like very comfortable, and he constantly motivates me, which has been a help in ways even outside of this show. And then of course having literally my closest friend on the show with me is the bomb, because I be missing y'all, and it's like we always together. And Lola, you're the bomb. I'm so happy to have met you and have you here.
Thank
All the
you.
guests, all the different guests, and Erica and Raw. We love y'all. It's been great. I can't wait to come back, and we are coming back. That's it.
We are coming back. Jasmine. Jasmine, like I said every week, thank you, Jasmine, because you be ready to roll. Like, it is amazing, like how quick you be ready to roll. You're like, I'm coming. I'm on the show. Like, I don't even ask. She just be like, I'm there. Like, I'm coming. Me. Like, she just be there. Always that fiery personality. Always gonna say something fun. I appreciate it. I'm gonna read this comment before I let you talk, Jasmine. I knew a dude that didn't wear boxers with jeans. Bruh, he chafing like crazy, ain't he? He used the bathroom, and I just looked at him like, oh, that denim is
That sounds
done.
painful.
That denim
That
is
sounds
done.
disgusting.
It sounds so painful.
It does.
Just like
You zip too fast. That's it for you, player. That's it. Jasmine, you got anything to say so we can close this out?
Honestly, this is like the highlight of my weeks.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, because I live by myself, so I just be up in this joint chilling.
she got a house.
She got a whole house, y'all. Y'all see that painting behind her too? That's a painting.
It's
That's not
her
wallpaper.
house.
That's a painting. It's her house.
It's beautiful. This is definitely the highlight of my week. Has definitely allowed me to come out of my shell some more, and out of the little funk I was in before this. Not gonna lie. So I thank y'all for allowing me to be here. I love y'all. And like Janelle says, I miss y'all, especially like this whole pandemic stuff has not allowed us to be together like we usually are. So yeah.
Ghetto, and I hate it. And I blame all y'all who don't wash your ass.
All right, y'all. So keep sending me, that's it, y'all, for tonight. Keep sending me y'all Dusty Grape Awards for people that are dusty and everything. And I'll keep throwing dusty stuff right back at y'all. Love y'all. We gonna see y'all again soon.
Bye,
Love each other. Have fun over the holidays and whatever you do. And as always, peace.
Maybe more.
Bye.